You've always chased quiet. While the other kids were crashing into each other, you were learning how to stand still, to breathe, to focus. You weren't the fastest, you weren't the loudest, but you had patience. You had control. You could block out the noise, narrow everything down to that ball, that swing, that one perfect second. They didn't get it. They called it boring. They said it wasn't a real sport. They didn't see the hours you spent on a driving range, hitting into the wind until your palms split open. They didn't see how much discipline it took to stay calm after a double bogey, or to keep your hands steady with a tournament on the line. They didn't see your first coach, the one who didn't think much of you, the one who said, "You don't have the swing." They didn't see you walking home with a bag full of secondhand clubs, hitting balls into a field marked with soda cans, praying for a break. You learned early, the game doesn't forgive mistakes. One swing too quick, one putt too confident, one gust of wind at the wrong time, and everything unravels. So you trained, not just your body, but your mind. You trained to swing without thinking. You trained to recover without panicking. You trained to lose without folding. Because golf doesn't give you someone to blame. No teammates, no refs, just you, your thoughts, your mistakes, your name on the leaderboard. And that's what makes it brutal. It's not the walking. It's not the early mornings. It's not the pressure. It's the silence. You miss a cut? No one talks about it. You don't win, you don't exist. Golf doesn't remember effort, only results. And if you're not on the first page of the board, you're invisible. People think it's a rich man's game. They don't see the kid driving 3 hours to get to the only public course he can afford. They don't see the used clubs, the hand-me-down gloves, the night shifts just to afford a tournament fee. They don't see you skipping meals to buy a dozen practice balls. They think it's easy. They think you swing a stick and walk. They don't know about the mental breakdowns, the missed qualifiers, the swing changes that wreck your entire season. They don't know that golf is the loneliest sport on earth, because when it goes wrong, it's all on you. You stand over a 4-foot putt, heart pounding, knees trembling, knowing that one miss sets you back months. Sponsors disappear, invitations dry up, the phone stops ringing, and still you line it up, still you breathe, still you swing. You've had days where your swing deserted you, where you couldn't hit a fairway to save your life, where you questioned everything about your game, your body, your worth. You've broken clubs. You've screamed into the wind. You've watched someone 10 years younger get the invite you needed. You've played in the rain with soaked grips. You've played injured because you had no choice. You've played knowing this might be your last shot. You've skipped family weddings for qualifiers. You've missed birthdays, funerals, all for a chance to shave 2 strokes off your score. You've had nights in cheap motels, sleeping beside your bag, questioning why you still believe. You've watched someone take your tee time because their name was bigger. You've played with strangers who looked down on your gear. You've stayed silent while someone behind you joked, "He's not gonna make that." You felt the pressure build on hole 17, knowing one bad shot ruins the whole card. You've stood alone on the aught. And you've been obsessed since the first time the ball soared off the tee and you felt that stillness inside. That one moment where everything aligned. No thoughts, no pressure, just the swing. You chase that moment. Every day, every round, every shot. You remember your first tournament, how your hands shook on the tee, how you missed short putts because your heart was louder than your thoughts. But you also remember how you stuck with it, how you found your rhythm, how you finished, even if no one noticed. That became your habit, showing up even when no one was watching. You kept showing up when friends quit. You kept showing up when money ran low. You kept showing up when your name was never called. Because golf doesn't offer guarantees, it offers you the chance to earn them, one round at a time. And still, people won't understand. They won't understand why you keep grinding, why you keep traveling to small-town qualifiers, why you wake up before sunrise to hit 200 balls in silence. They won't understand that sometimes the goal isn't a trophy. It's proving to yourself you still have it, that the work mattered, that the game didn't break you. You've played courses where the fairways were hard as pavement, where the greens were faster than your nerves, where you shot an 84 and still walked tall because you earned every stroke. You've had rounds where you made nothing, no birdies, no checks, but still walked the whole way in the sun with your pride intact. You've had people laugh when you said you're chasing pro status. You've had to justify your dream to strangers, to family, to yourself. And every time you came back with the same answer, I'm not finished. Because the truth is, golf may never love you back, but it doesn't matter. You still chase that feeling. That moment when the ball lifts clean, the swing felt effortless, and for one breath, everything was perfect. You do it for peace, not for applause, not for money, not for trophies. For the version of yourself that never gave up. Because golf hurts different, not in bruises, but in doubt. And still, you come back. You battle the wind, the rough, the nerves, and the voice inside that says you're not good enough. Because deep down, you know, you're not just playing a game. You're chasing yourself. And that's why it sucks to be a golfer. And exactly why you'll never stop.